3. Afflictions suffered. A. Scourges with the rod. Proverbs 14, 3a. Pro 14, 3a. The rod of pride is in the mouth of a fool. Merciless criticism, disobedience, pride and contempt for teaching. B. Shipwrecked dangers of death. 1 Timothy 1, 19b. 1 Tim 1, 19. Maintaining faith and a good conscience, rejecting which some have made shipwreck of faith. C. Hunger thirst. Literal. It seems that the attitude of being scandalized, seen in certain disciples when expensive perfume was poured on Jesus, still persists today. D. False brothers. 1 John 1, 6. Evangelical Catholicism. 1 Jn 1, 6. If we say that we have communion with him, and walk in darkness, we lie, and do not practice the truth. 4. Would he do better? 90% consider that they are not fit enough for pastoral work. 80% believe that the pastorate negatively affects their family. 195. 50% believe that they cannot handle the burdens of the congregation. 40% report having at least one conflict with a member of the church per month. Monthly 1,500 pastors leave the pastorate in the U.S. due to conflicts, moral failures, stress and fatigue. IV. Paul's greatest concern. 1. Despite all this, Paul has constant suffering, although it is incredible to believe for someone who had experienced it all. 2 Corinthians 11, 28-29. 2 Cor 11, 28. And in addition to other things, what rushes to me every day? Concern for all the churches. 2 Cor 11, 29. Who is sick, but I am not sick? Who is made to stumble, and I am not indignant? BLS. 2 Cor 11, 28. As if this were not enough, I never stop caring about all the churches. 2 Cor 11, 29. It makes me sick to see someone get sick, and it makes me ashamed and angry to see others being made to sin. Paul was concerned about all the churches, and all his letters were addressed to the saints in Christ Jesus who are in Galatians, Colossae, Thessalonica, Ephesus. But what a big difference there was from one church to another, because of the way he wrote to them. Corinth, Philippi. Divisionists communed in the gospel. Carnal sincere. Infidels irreprehensible. Immoral full of the fruit of justice. Contentious unanimous. Idolaters faithful in prayer. Rebels obedient. Religious giving. Gluttons solicitous for the care of the Apostle Paul. Lacking in love. Disordered in using the gifts. 196. But the differences between some and others did not doubt that they had been called by the same Lord. V. Pastoral concern. 1. Paul was an apostle, but above all a pastor. 2. All pastors, like Paul, carry the same burdens for their churches. 3. Our pastor is no exception. B. A. He thinks of us. B. He cares about us. C. He prays and groans for us. D. He walks next to us. E. Reading the newspaper or watching television. I. What books will be feeding your heart? From it I. Which animated films, cartoons